this is Ka. For today's video, I'll sort of explain how I made my dividers. And for like my dividers, I bought the files from Etsy from a shop called List Lab, and I bought all the files for my personal dividers and my pocket rings. So they're like this. I just print them. Oh, these are Pocket Plus sized, and I just print them. And then I take a piece of acetate and I first like sort of align it and then cut it like into a rectangle using my cutter that I bought from Daiso. And I get the exact size and use a cutter to get the lines, but here, since it's curved and stuff, I just cut it using scissors. And so like they do look rough if you look at it like close up, but I don't really care. So I'm happy with them, so I just cut them by hand. And for my like acetate, I use like different like types. And so this here for my today dashboard, and like my like page lifter thing that I made, I use a bit like thicker acetate. I don't know if you can sort of hear that, but it's a bit thicker acetate because like I use it a lot, so I chose to go for a thicker acetate. And I don't know like the exact thickness or anything because it's sold like this, and that's like 50 cents. So I don't know the exact thickness, but it's sort of thicker than the other one I have. And the other one I use for my like actual dividers. They're a bit thinner, so easier to like take out and slip back in. So I don't know if you can also hear that, but it's thinner acetate. And so I would put the file, and I would take the thinner acetate and try to cut it. And since it's thinner, it's much easier to use the cutter, although for the thicker one as well, it's not that hard to cut it. But I use the thinner ones for the dividers, because if I use like the thicker one for all the dividers, I thought they would chunk up a bit too much, like just the dividers. So I chose to go for thinner acetate for the dividers. And so that's how I made my dividers. And I did cut down the tab bit because it stuck out a bit too much, so I did cut them down. So that's why the shape is a bit different. But I was really happy with my clear dividers, but I was like, what if I saw this, so I was like, what if I made new ones out of these frosted ones? But I don't know if you can like see on camera, if it shows up on camera, but it's sort of when I take this frosted divider and acetate and put it on top of like stark white paper, it sort of turns the paper yellow, and I don't like warm tones like yellow, browns. I like cool tones, so I like black and white. So I sort of made it into personal size, but I abandoned this soon after cutting that. And I also found these sort of tinted brown acetate, and I don't know if that will show up well on camera, but again, I thought it might be a bit different one, like to put into like one place into my rings, but I thought I abandoned this too. I might use it later, but for right now, I'm really happy with my clear dividers, so I'm not going to use these brown acetate pieces. And also, this isn't the exact one that I used for my dividers, the thinner acetate, but it is of similar like thinness. It's thinner than the ones that I used for my today dashboard and the page lifter. So it's sort of like thin, paper thin, sort of. And on camera right now, what I thought I would do is, because I already have my dividers and I thought it would be sort of pointless to make new ones because I don't have like another binder, another planner to use it in. I thought I would try something different. I found this in the same like stationery store that I like buy all my acetate and like vellum and stuff, so I thought this would be fun. It was originally in an A4 size, but I cut this down, and I cut this down beforehand before coming on camera, but I thought this would, it might be a good idea, it might be a cool idea to put it in front of here, sort of like a mirror, and use my label maker to stick something like along the edges. So I'm going to do that right now and see how it turns out. So that's it. I should not have made the slits here. I thought it would be as easy as it would be like taking these out, the plastic ones, not the acetate ones, but it just bends. So I should not have done that, but that's that. I might switch it out later into something else, into one like better made, but I just make everything like by hand because I don't have a separate cutter or anything, and I'm happy with that. I think, or maybe I might want to invest in a cricket or a silhouette later, but for now this is it.